All right, in week six, almost said week seven. In week six, we talked about two special C words. And those C words are really strong attributes into um, creating a positive influence, a positive atmosphere that will ultimately see the successful tenure of a company, whether it's the company itself or the implementation of the first C word, which is change. Um, Change is inevitable to every company and every team, and then even more so whenever you have a startup company. You're definitely going to see a lot of change as you grow, maybe downsize or modify based off the market or whatever the company is wanting to see its future growth in. With change, we learned from one of the readings that only 25% of the change is actually successful from the time of inception to the time of it fully no longer being changed, but actually being the new policy of the organization. And that a lot of it has to do with the company employees being the heartbeat of the organization and their positive acceptance of the change. Um, with the employees and their positive acceptance, it kind of brings into a whole nother realm or regime of human resources, knowing your people and speaking to them at a level that positively influences and not manipulates them. I think that's the wrong word to say, but positively influences them to accept the new direction or the inevitable change that is underdoing. And usually that's really hard, especially when you're talking about downsizing. Um, again, it is a people organization. However, it is a business. So in order to see the entirety of the business succeed, sometimes you do have to lose some people in the short run, so that in the long run you could ultimately gain down the road. With change, sometimes we also talked about the need for conflict resolution, and that I think that as a manager, you need to really have a pulse on your people to know what is happening within the organization. It's I kind of look at it almost like conflict resolution being your backup sensors. You know, in the modern day cars, I always joke with my wife that she's very fortunate, and we're both very fortunate to have that little beeping sound in the, much further from the days where we'd have to look through the rearview mirror or spin around and look. Those beeping sensors really being an outlet or an inlet for feedback, where people are telling you what you may not know or what you may not see as a leader that is happening in your organization, and then you having the maturity and ability or adaptability, as we learned in week seven, to implement a positive outcome so that everybody walks away, maybe not completely agreeing with each other, but understanding and embracing what needs to happen in order for the workplace environment to be a healthy work environment and for the organization to ultimately be successful as all employees contributing to their max extent possible. Have a great week.